But Arsenal finally beat Everton at Goodison Park after 5 years of going there pure misery year after year after year, and really and truly only picking up 1 point in that time. So Mikel Arteta done something different this time. What was it? Well, he dropped, I'm going to say the word, dropped Kai Havertz, rested Aaron Ramsdale, whichever way you want to put it, and started Raya and Vieira. Now, the team looked different. They set up totally different as well. But the big question is, going into the Champions League against PSV, is this going to be the same team, or will Ramsdale go back in goal, Kai Havertz take his place back in midfield? Now, me being me, I would still, it's going to sound harsh, I'll go back with Ramsdale and goal, because he is a number one in my opinion, but I'll still keep Fabio Vieira for the game against PSV. Arsenal look better, they look more composed, they look more structured. And when Kai Havertz come on, yes, he didn't really do much, did he? But what was good was like the focus wasn't on him in this game. It really truly wasn't. Fabio Vieira, okay, missed a couple of chances, but he was there trying to have a shot. Like Kai Havertz, wouldn't go a bit shy. I guess that's why people call him Shy Havertz. But I'm not here to bash Kai Havertz. It's going to take time. The Fabio Vieira that we saw today at Goodison Park is not the Fabio Vieira that we saw last season. We saw glimpses and flashes of Fabio Vieira, the great goal against Brentford, of course. Who can forget that? But what we saw today was a more mature, a more solid Fabio Vieira. Played very well, some good crucial passes. And he just looked part of the team. Kai Havertz needs to be integrated into this team for him to come back slowly but surely. But back to the game. The game was not the best game, in my opinion. I think Everton was nothing special. But you still don't take that for granted, that Everton's nothing special, because the last 5 years, they just get the points against Arsenal when they needed the most. And today was one of those games where it could have went that way. Even though Everton didn't pose any real threat, but you just don't know. Now, Arsenal played very well with Declan Rice. I think he bossed the midfield. With the offside, well, was it really offside? But in the law of the game, it's offside, so it doesn't matter because Arsenal won. And it's easy to say that when you say, oh, it doesn't matter because Arsenal won. You still have to look at it. It was offside. Offside is offside. So let's not look like he played the ball back and then, and Keita was coming back from an offside position, so he wasn't going to be offside. He's offside. It was just a deflected pass. He's running back, offside. But a great finish from Martinelli, and now could be out for 2 to 6 weeks. It looks like it's going to be a hamstring. I don't know how bad of a hamstring tear it is, but it's definitely a hamstring tear. And they'll come out and say there'll be some assessments and you'll find out by tomorrow. But it's not going to be in time for the Champions League opener, and it's not going to be in time for the North London derby against Spurs at home. So that's a bit of a concern. But, upstairs Trossard. And clearly when he came on, I was like, oh, this could be good. This could be good. But then he did look a bit sloppy. I don't know what your thoughts were, but he did look sloppy. But the well-worked corner in the second half, I mean, that was a blinding goal. As soon as he shot, I started screaming. I don't know about you, but I started screaming straight away and I said, goal. Because you just know sometimes when you play the game, you get that feel, you get that little feel. When someone shoots, you're like, oh, that's a goal. And what a beautiful goal it was. But apart from that, Eddie Nketiah in the second half, that extra touch he took, and then Twaskowski, I hope I pronounced his name right, got back and made the interception. Martin Odegaard, second half, had a shot, good save from Pickford, came back, rebounded to Vieira, blocked again. But again, Vieira was there, and that's what I like about him. He is there and he's ready for the shot. And again, I don't want to compare him to Kai Havertz, but I don't think Havertz would have shot. He may have taken a touch and then he may have tried to pass it off to a Jesus to the left. And I think that's just different. That's just the difference. So Arsenal, all in all, 13 points out of the first 5 games of the season, 4 wins, 1 draw, and they're still behind Man City with 2 points, and only Liverpool and Spurs are ahead of them with goal differences. And then you got Brighton underneath them, and then, you got the way down the packs of United and Chelsea. It's good to say that, isn't it? But one thing's for sure, Arsenal may not be looking good. This is what I like. Arsenal played good last season, all the way up until January, and everyone's just writing Arsenal off like the wheel's going to come off, and eventually, yes, they did. But what I like this season, that we haven't started blisteringly fast. We're still working at the kinks, we're still working at the tempo, but we're winning games. We're not losing, we're winning games. We're not scoring loads of goals, but we're winning. And that's the key thing to this. That's what City done last season. They wasn't playing their best, but they just kept on winning slowly but surely. Like kept on winning, staying in the race. And this is what Arsenal need to do. They just need to stay in the race. Now, next game against PSV, we'll talk about that in another show, but the one against North London Derby against Spurs at the Emirates, that's going to be a big game. You see Spurs are on a high now, and that's where Arsenal are playing a different Spurs. So what's your thoughts anyway? So if you're new to the show, like, subscribe, turn notifications on so you don't miss a show every time we upload. But what really is your thoughts? What's your any worries you had from today? I didn't have too many. I didn't have any worries really in truly this game. But the worry is going to when we play Spurs, it's not going to be the same Spurs. They're going to come to the Emirates. They're not going to feel scared. They're going to be up for it because they've got a new manager, got a new lease of life. So they don't have Harry Kane, but they're playing better with Harry Kane. Without Harry Kane, they are. They're playing better. They're not more fluid. They're not more dangerous. Their counter attacks are better. The midfield is better. The defense is better. But then again, it is Spurs. So we should get at 3 points. 2 o'clock kickoff at the Emirates. You guys have been great. You guys have really been great. I hope you're happy with this result today, because I am. I really am. 1-0 to the Arsenal. It's great to be back, and it's great to get that win at Goodison Park. See you guys later. Bye.